Welcome to 5 with Phil. As you know, we are practicing some social distancing, but we do not want to practice spiritual distancing from God or one another. So these videos are going to have 5 parts to them. That's why they are called 5 with Phil. All right, so number 1, we're going to play a game and we're going to have some fun. So I have a guest today. Every day I hope to have a different special guest when possible. So my guest today is AJ.
Heyo!
AJ, how's today going?
Good.
Excellent. We're going to keep moving on. And the second thing we're going to do, hugs, is we're going to have a short lesson or a thought for you. Third thing, we're going to pray together, and maybe even for a few specific people. The fourth thing, we're going to have a verse of the day. And number 5, you're going to watch this. So that makes it 5 with Phil. So today, AJ is going to be playing a game with us today, and it's going to be called Y'all Seen Moses. Okay, a couple years ago on a mission trip, there was a person from Texas who was there, and they were looking for me, another adult from another organization, and he went up to our teenage boys, the Butterfly Brothers as we referred to them at the time, and he said, "Y'all seen Phil?" with a Texas Southern drawl. And so that kind of became a joke. So I made a trivia, and we're going to be busting out some different games over these videos to kind of help you. Some are fun games, some games you might learn something, but just to have a little bit of good times while you are at home. So our first game is Y'all Seen Moses. Ooh. So we have some questions here, and you're going to play along, get your family, make sure you are ready for that. And so, first question is, AJ, you're going to answer this. When Moses is a baby, the Pharaoh of Egypt declares that all male baby Israelites should die.
No.
Moses hides, where does he hide? By the Red Sea? In a basket his mama floats down the river? Behind his beard, because he had a beard already as a baby, huh? Or in the Chick-fil-A kids playground tube? Not today, because it's closed. What do you think, AJ? What's your answer?
B.
B. In a basket his mama floats down the river. Correct. Second question. Who finds baby Moses floating in the water? Pharaoh's soldiers, a hungry hippo, King Tut, or Pharaoh's daughter? What do you think, AJ?
D. Pharaoh's daughter.
Is correct. All right. We are moving right along. Moses has 2 siblings. Ooh, is it Bob and Larry? Yeezy and Sheezy? Miriam and Aaron? Or everybody's favorite brother and sister, Luke and Leia?
C.
C. AJ says Miriam and Aaron. Man, he is on it today. Number, whatever this number is. Moses is raised in Pharaoh's home. He runs away because Pharaoh won't share his Netflix password, because he kills an Egyptian mistreating a Hebrew slave, to conquer West Africa, or to search for the lost ark with his friend Indy. What do you think, AJ?
B.
Correct. Moses flees to Midian, where he marries Zipporah and becomes a shepherd, writes Amazing Grace, classic song, invents the horse chariot, somebody needed to, or becomes a professional bush burner.
A.
Correct. All right. God calls Moses to return to Egypt via A, writing on stone tablets, B, a talking donkey, C, a Snapchat video asking, "Y'all seen Moses? He best get back to Egypt," or D, the burning bush.
D. Burning bush.
Burning bush, correct. Hope you guys are doing well at home. Let's keep it moving.
Woohoo!
Moses returns to Pharaoh proclaiming, "Let my people go." A, and Pharaoh sells him slaves for 10 cents a person. B, an arousing and inspirational musical production of Let My People Go. C, with the trombone made to look like a bronze snake. Or D, but Pharaoh is on vacation on the Nile River. What do you think, AJ? Tough one? That's because it's actually E, and Pharaoh doesn't obey. We tricked you there. You guys were all sweating on that one. God uses 10 plagues to free his people. Which of these was one of the 10 plagues? He makes everyone left-handed. That would be rough. Sorry, left-handed people. Mandatory daily Sudoku puzzles?
I love those.
Frogs or snakes?
Frogs. Boing, boing, boing.
Frogs it is. And just if you were curious, there are the 10 plagues of Egypt, all right? We are going to keep it moving. Pharaoh lets the Israelites free, but chases them down at the Red Sea, Mount Sinai, the Waffle House, or the OK Corral.
A.
Hey, the Red Sea. Man, he has got a perfect score right now. I don't know about you at home. And we did not show these answers to AJ in advance, so he's doing a good job.
Nope.
After the
No.
miracle crossing of the Red Sea, God leads his people with a dove
No.
to join the Golden State Warriors bandwagon.
No.
Can you tell I made this a couple years ago? C, to download the Bible app and sign up for daily devos? Or
No.
D, by cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night?
D.
D, make sure you're not giving the people at home the answer before they get a chance to guess. God provides manna from heaven, but the people ask for meat. So God provides 50-cent Wing Tuesdays? Delicious.
Nope.
Millions of leftover frog legs from the plagues?
No.
What happened to the frogs? That's a good question.
Yeah.
C, celery to remind them to be thankful for the manna. That's what I would do. Or D, so much quail that they have to leave some behind.
What do you think? I think it's D.
D, all right. Last question. 3 months after leaving Egypt, God gives Moses the 10 Commandments at Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Sinai, Mount Dunkmore, or Mountain Dew.
Mount Sinai.
And you are correct. Good job, AJ. All right, we are coming back this way. I hope you enjoyed that game. Thank you, AJ.
High five.
High five. Now go wash your hands.
Okay.
All right, practicing safety. All right, so that was our game for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Today we have a verse of the day for us, and that comes from Psalm 46:10, and that is to simply be still and know that I am God. We could practice something in the last few weeks as we started recently with the youth groups, something called the daily replay. So we're going to remind our students what that is while also giving you an opportunity to do it yourself. Sometimes even when we are practicing more time at home like we are right now, it can be difficult for us to just slow down and make sure that we are connecting with God. So I'm going to teach it to you and then we're going to participate. I know it's the first ever video that we've done, but we're actually going to practice doing it together, which means there's going to be some awkward silence. And I don't know about you, but awkward silence is my favorite kind of silence. So I will cue you through these daily replay prayers for you, and we're going to make sure that you have some time to just slow down and connect with God, because that is at the heart of what we are doing and why we're doing these videos. So today, really, the daily replay has 5 parts to it, okay? The first, you spend some time just becoming aware of God's presence, the fact that God is with you. You slow down, try to clear your mind. These are actually ancient practices created by Saint Ignatius and his prayer of examen. And so you can look that up if you need to. The second thing we are going to do is to review the day with gratitude. Okay, what are we thankful for? Third one, to pay attention to your emotions. How are you feeling in these moments? Are you anxious, angry, happy, sad? And just to be able to name them and label them before God. And the fourth one, we're going to forgive and ask for forgiveness. So who do we need to forgive in our lives, and who do we need to ask forgiveness from, and what do we need to make sure to do to make sure that we are right with God? And number 5, we are going to look toward tomorrow. What do we know about that is going to happen tomorrow that we can be prepared for with God, in making sure that we are prepared for what God may have for us to do. So I'm going to turn back towards the screen again, and we're going to practice this together. So our first one is to become aware of God's presence. All right? And so for the next little bit of time, I just want you to make sure you got to find that you're in a quiet place right now, away from distractions. And I just want you to take several moments to just breathe, relax, and invite God to be present with you. To remember the fact that God is always with us. Next, we're going to review the day with gratitude. What are the good things that have happened today, and what can I give thanks for? Next, pay attention to your emotions. What moments throughout my day have been difficult or tense? And where is God at work in the midst of my anxious moments? What might God or my anxiety be trying to tell me? Maybe it's to slow down. Maybe it's to trust God. We're going to spend a few moments. Next, to forgive and ask for forgiveness. Who am I angry or frustrated with? And are there things I can forgive and let go in order to have peace? And what would I like to be forgiven for? And lastly, to look toward tomorrow. How can tomorrow be different? What would I like to ask God to help me with? All right, and that is a simple process that you can do anytime. To write those down, you can rewind the video, write those down, use them, spend more like 5 minutes. We kind of did it in about 2 minutes just to run you through it. But as we look close to wrapping it up, I just want to go ahead and help us draw close to God. And so join me as we pray. God, help us to use this time to not let our frustration draw ourselves away from you, but to draw closer to you. Help us to remember to be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that God is God. All right, so I will see you tomorrow night, Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're going to have a special live youth group for anyone. Youth group, obviously, the students were excited, and hopefully they can make it, but also anyone else that wants to continue to join us. If you have not subscribed yet, subscribe to the Trinity Park channel so you can get this. You can get the live streams of our worship services on Sunday, and drop a comment if you want to be our special guest. All right, we will see you later. This has been 5 with Phil.
Bye.